Terrell, obviously a great game that you played on Sunday, bringing the win streak at home to 9 games. How are you guys planning to carry that momentum going into an away game at Rhode Island?
I believe the standard doesn't change. I think away or home, we have the same principles, and we're gonna go there and play our game, play our style, and we are an energetic team, so we're gonna go there and gonna try to do that.
With a win or a tie against Rhode Island, you guys clinch a spot in playoffs. Has that been a conversation for you guys at all, or are you not even focused on that yet?
To be honest, we don't even, something is not in our minds right now. I think we focus game by game, and right now the main focus is on Saturday.
They haven't lost since late June at home.
Okay.
What are you expecting from them in this game?
Of course, it's a lot of teams in the league who they're good defensively attacking, and particularly in this game, we prepare for everything. As you know, we like to attack, and we're just ready to do our normal things we do every game.
Did you guys take away anything from last time that you played them, or was it too far like at the beginning of the season that you're kind of just resetting and taking this as like a new team, kind of?
Yeah, 100%. Every game is different. Every game is different. Even it doesn't matter you play 2 times, 3 times against the same team in the same tournament, but it's about every game. You don't know what to expect, but you have to be ready 100%, and that's pretty much.
You individually, you had a goal and an assist in the last game. You've been playing really, really well. You're in great form. How are you feeling mentally, and how has your confidence been affected?
I've been, it's always to take every single game. I try to take it as the same, and I've been trying to, if the team needs something, I'm prepared for that. If the team doesn't need that, I'm also prepared for that. And I think the team right now is pretty much locked in, and everybody knows their role. Everybody knows what we're fighting for. So I think that's the mentality we have right now.
Coach, you guys had a great win on Sunday, bringing your home game win streak to 9. How are you going to keep that momentum going on the road to Rhode Island?
Yeah, look, it was a weird weekend with the storms and the rain and the flooding, and I thought everybody did a great job getting the game in. 2 good teams that wanted to go for it, and we played well and got a pretty deserved result. So got to keep building that chemistry, got to keep building the togetherness and the toughness. Got to be selfless the way we move the ball, the way we hunt when we don't have it. Going to Rhode Island's very difficult. Obviously, they're the defending Eastern champions. They beat us in the playoffs last year. They're physically strong and capable, but they're not just physical. They're very talented. They're well coached. They keep the ball very, very well. They're one of the top possession teams in the league. They've been a little snake bitten in front of goal, but they're also, I think, top 2 or 3 defensive teams. So it'll be cagey. Going on the road, big crowd on turf against a high-level team, a well-coached team who's very talented. Who probably aren't having the season they want to have. So I think they're going to try to put a lot of things right. So we'll get a very good team. We'll get a very strong performance, and we need to go there and bet our best to get all 3 points.
Speaking of last game, Cal, Rubio, and MD, those 3 and the dynamic of them as an attacking front, and I guess how the competitive nature of them during training really brings out the best in each of them.
Yeah, you saw over the last 3 games, each guy started twice. Each guy had produced goals and assists, and then maybe comes off the bench the next game. They're all hungry. They all want to play. Most importantly, they all want to win trophies, and they know that when they're on the field, they're going to help the team do that. So competition's great. Executing, not just goals and assists, but executing the game plan is great. They've been top. Their work rate's tremendous. And what you just see is you got guys pushing each other. Arturo, Jeremy Kelly, they chipped in. I don't care who scores. I don't care who gets the stats. I care about winning games. I care about making our opponents suffer in and out of possession, and everybody's on board to do that. We've had competitions at center back. We've had to use multiple goalkeepers. We've had a ton of players play outside back, in the midfield, wide, up top. Everybody's chipping in, and everybody's fully hungry and ready to help this team play.
a tie or a win will clinch a playoff spot for you guys. Is that extra motivation heading into this game, or are you guys not even thinking about that yet?
I did not know that, so that's good to know. No, obviously we're not focused on that. We know how good Rhode Island are. We also know that we have goals that we want to achieve this year, and the only goal that matters right now is getting to Rhode Island and playing the best game we possibly can to push for 3 points. If we can qualify for playoffs, that's great. You know, making playoffs is the #1 goal, and you can't achieve anything else without doing that. But for us, it's about making sure we're improving, having a growth mindset, and just trying to dominate the game as much as we can, especially against a really, really good team.
We're tied in the all-time series with Rhode Island now level. They haven't lost at home since late June. What are you expecting from a tough side like this?
Yeah, I think, you know, when you see them perform, they're, you know, in a new stadium, they're coming off of a really successful season. Things fully haven't gone their way in the league. They're obviously crushing it in the cup. They're probably, you know, pushing to make a final, which is a massive, massive deal. You know, so they're used to a little bit of success in their short time, and they've had a little bump in the road. So my anticipation, just like any well-coached team and good talented team, is that they're going to be all in and they're going to focus on getting better and putting it right in this game. So they can play in a 3-back, they can play in a 4-back, they can build the game deep, they can draw us out and go long. They're athletic, they're physical, they have technicians in midfield, they have players on the edges, whether it's as wingers or wing backs that can cause problems. You know, they made a big signing in the offseason, bringing in Maxey, who's a top league player. So it's, for me, there's probably, you know, 10 or 12 of these games each year. Going on the road gives them the advantage in their stadium with a big crowd and stuff. But, you know, we want to make sure we put our best foot forward. We know how good they are. We know that we need to make sure we're at our best.